Good morning, everyone. We're about to get the day started, get some fishing done. But first, you know. Let's see, do we have a coffee problem? We can store it, cup it, espresso it, froth it, grind it, make a whole bunch of it, flavor it. Let's go. And drink it. Now we're ready. You know, it's late October, sun's out, partly cloudy, beautiful day. It's gonna be 60 in Ohio. Let's take the yak out. That's right, windows down. It's almost Halloween in October. Let's catch them in fall, Ohio brutes. Let's do it. Alright, we are on the water. I'm gonna start off hitting some of the cover. A lot of down trees, a lot of timber, so there's gotta be a little bit of bass hiding on these down trees. Let's hit these up and see if we can pull some bass off them. Alright, first fish. Can you believe this little panfish ate a huge Texas rigged worm? He's a little aggressive, but I'm gonna let this guy go. Alright, got another one. These little guys are aggressive. Little tiny guys are biting a hook about a quarter the size of their body. Fallen trees and timber, so the bass are going to be right behind them, we know. So, switched up to the crankbait because they were wanting something moving. A little tiny crankbait, immediately we're getting bites. I know it's still the little guys, but where these guys are, the bass are right behind them, trying to feed on the same little shad. So I put on a chartreuse, square bowl, shallow diving crank. They're biting. Let's keep getting them. All right, not a big guy, but we finally got a bass in the boat. A little smallie, so they're coming off all the little timber here. They're chasing the little shad-like crankbait I got on, so let's keep them going. Next cast, another bass in the boat, and he is in the boat. He jumped right off the hook, but not a bad one. A little tiny guy, but they're biting. That was the next cast, so let's keep going. All right, well, the gills are about the same size as the bass, which means we're getting small bass and healthy gills. So there's got to be a big old 3-pounder lurking like there was last week. So let's keep getting them. Good bite. So they're still biting. Nothing but sunfish. I mean, we've got a couple small bass, but we're still looking for that mondo. They'll be on one of these big old branches, I guarantee you. They're chasing these bad boys up into the shallows. So what the shad and all the baitfish are doing, they're pushing up the creeks. Well, obviously these idiots don't know that this is a spillway that ends in a dam, so really rich oxygenated water. So they're pushing up there, and they're going to push up into the shallows once they get up here. And that's all this brush and cover. So we're going to pull a big boy off of here. Let's do it. Well, it's been about 10.5 seconds, another little guy. They're coming, I promise. Well, another little guy. We're bound to find a big one in this brush. I mean, it looks super juicy. Let's get rid of him. Just take a look at the nice cover we got. Little shady spots that get nice and shallow up in those roots. A bunch of down trees. That's where they live. Aggressive little buggers, but look at the color on them. I don't know if you can see that very well, but man, nice and orange. Beautiful teal on his gills. Hiding in that cover. We're gonna get a bass. We're gonna get a big old bass. Yet another stinking panfish. So maybe that's all we're gonna catch today. I don't know. We got a couple little tiny bass. It's gotta be a mondo up in here. It's gonna be a big honking turd just lurking in the bush. We're gonna get him. We're gonna get him! Yet another little panfish. Sun's starting to come down just a little bit. I think it's about 3:30, 4 o'clock. Yeah, still no big bass. I don't know if it's gonna happen today, but we're gonna keep trying. Another little guy. This might be all we catch, who knows? Let's just toss the towel in. That's, I think, all we're gonna get today is panfish, and I'm okay with that, because a day you catch a bunch of fish is a good day. In my book, anyway. Nah, hell with that, we're catching a bass! You know, it's incredible the things you'll see out here that you really wouldn't think you would see out here. I think that's a mink. It's in the otter family, I think. I don't know, but it's really cool. I've seen it out here 3 or 4 times out fishing. I was hoping I would get it on video today, and we did, so that's pretty neat. This is a nice little cut that really no one gets on kayak with. It's not too big. It's kind of blocked down by the dam, but yeah, it's a nice spot where you can kind of observe nature at its finest. All right, peeps, that's where we're gonna have to leave it. No big bass. Find any mondos off the trees. Got the yak loaded up. Next time, might be cold enough we can put the waders on, so we'll have to check that out. Until next time, see ya.